Sengoku Gensokyo. Some kind of, I don't know. I honestly don't know how to explain this game because I don't know how it plays at all. But there's a good chance that everything that happens here is going to be mildly infuriating to all audiences because I don't know how to play. Okay, that readme is not in a language I can read, and it's huge. It's absolutely huge. But I've heard of this game before, and I'm pretty sure it's like fairly well known, but it's probably be more popular. It's probably really popular because it's very well put together, despite how difficult it can be to get into. So let's see. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. So here's the game. I set it up. I lowered the music. It's got an opening, so that's pretty cool. I thought I lowered the volume, but apparently it reset. Let me just get there real quick. Okay, coolier. How old is this game? 2008. 2008. Reimu. You got different artists for different characters. Dude, I feel like I fell in a time hole. That Moko looks very familiar. Wow, it's pretty impressive. Pretty good production value on that. I enjoyed it. Okay. 7.5 to 8. Huh? Sunny Milk was there. Sunny Milk was there. Did you not see her? Also, Yuka. So, Total 9's there. Total 9's there with Sengetsu say. So, that seems to be the upper limit. Okay. Sunny Milk is ancient Total content. Listen, she's also, I'm pretty sure her and Star and Luna, they did come out before Great Fairy Wars, obviously, but I'm pretty sure that Sengetsu came out after Total 9. Anyway, this game seems mouse controlled. Oh, he says. Boy, better watch your step. I did lower it. What the fuck? Okay. Alright, chat. We good? Everything looks good? Alright. We're gonna click start. Let's see. Started the same year as Total 9. Now it's pretty loud. God damn it. How's that? Better? Better? It's a nice guitar. Pretty good music so far. There you go. Not that many fans past UFO and TD. Well, it's hard to make content for characters who come out in UFO and TD in the years before UFO and TD existed. which is the majority of some of the hottest fan games in all of Toho. Most of them came out around 2009, where Mountain of Faith and or UFO was like super newish. It might not even been out at that time. Alright. Start game. Skip the prologue? No. I need all the information I can get, for I am not smart. The Hakurei Shrine. A shrine located away from the human village. This font is just amazing. Holy shit, I love this font. Look where the U is in human. That is just such good placement. Flanked by rows of trees, visited mostly by non-humans. From there, one could survey all of Gensokyo, enjoying the beauty of the four seasons. Please, for the love of fuck, just use Times New Roman. Oh, jeez, this is like you drew each individual letter. That's what this looks like right now. It's not typed out, it's drawn out. However, due to the long trek to the shrine from the village and the numbers of yokai constantly gathering at the shrine, it became a place where normal humans did not dare to tread. Thus, the humans who did visit the shrine tended to be those even more dangerous than yokai. The head of the shrine, who has to deal with them, must have quite a difficult job. Yet, thanks to the aforementioned head, who is perhaps the most dangerous of them all, the shrine today was once again the scene of a peaceful, warm, and friendly environment. Today, like every other day, was yet another enjoyable occasion in the life of Reimu Hakurei. The end. It's not the end. Huh. The Hakurei Shrine. Okay, chat, that's a small detail, but I kind of dig that. The little accessory piece on the top of the shrine with the yin-yang orb. That's cute. I've never seen something like that. But like the shrine itself, you know, it's what I'd expect from a shrine. But that little detail really sets it apart, you know. It's like, oh, this is the Hakurei Shrine. It looks good. I like it. Surrounded by young trees, spreading their beautiful green feathers to the floor, the shrine maiden bearing the Hakurei name stood under their shadow, skillfully sweeping the leaves away. I wonder, is there a... It's all mouse controlled. I'm trying to see if there's like a hide. Oh, okay, the wheel scrolls. Scrolling up is the log. Okay. Scrolling down advances text. Oh, A button seems to work too. Oh, A button is auto. She stood in front of the leaves she swept and sighed. The pile of green was a mere molehill now, but in 2 months that molehill will become a mountain. The real thing, the season of falling leaves is not far away. Can you stop auto-scrolling now? The temperature is high, the leaves barely fall, the temperature gets lower, the amount of leaves to sweep increases. Dialogue display. Dialogue, normal. No change. Screen. Help. Read me. Save data. Oh, S does it. S does it, okay. No, it doesn't. It doesn't do anything. Okay, never mind. The leaves barely fall and the temperature gets lower. The amount of leaves to sleep increases. The world is quite convenient. That'd be called the law of conservation and momentum. Thanks, narrator. A bright and cheerful voice matching the atmosphere emerged from the area around Reimu. What's that supposed to mean? It means you sweat the same no matter the season. The person walked straight towards Reimu, her footprints reverberating lightly. That U was like barely hanging on to that M. It was a magician in black clothes, Marisa Kirisame. She had a broom in one hand and a fearless grin on her face. The girl could take to the skies using her trademark broom. She could do it without it too, but... She did not actually need the broom to fly, but due to her belief that witches always use brooms to fly, she was never seen flying without one. Okay, well there you go. I tried to actually the game, and it actually me. Alright, I'll shut my mouth. I did what I hate most. I stopped the video, and I made a comment, and it was immediately addressed in the next sentence. I failed. Streamer will now keep his mouth shut. Oh my sweet, oh my sweat is actually a very precious thing and should be appreciated, you know. Okay, Reimu. Methinks that has deeper meaning than you're giving it. I like the Marissa art quite a lot, actually. I have a feeling I wouldn't recognize the artists. I mean, these artists were active in 2008. It's been 15 years. If they are still active, then their style has definitely improved. But I don't know. I really like this Marissa. The Reimu reminds me of like actual like visual novel art though. Like there's something about the Reimu that does very reminiscent of like that era's visual novels. Something about the way it's cleaned up. Do you know why I sweep the fallen leaves every day? This is a Shinto ritual. Is it? Do you know, the swish of the broom is a dance for the gods. The leaves are the offerings. And the sweat is the nectar of the gods. The gods become satisfied upon viewing such a ritual. They will then bless us with an abundant harvest. Yeah, it does kind of have Chobits vibe to it, huh? Chobits was hot back in 2008, wasn't it? I watched the anime, but I never finished it. But I remember Chobits. I'm pretty sure it was fairly popular when it released, although I don't know when that was. Heh, I didn't know that. It's because she's lying to you, Marissa. I thought you were just being your usual carefree self, but you're actually working hard, huh? That's pretty surprising. You think? I'm quite surprised too. Eh? I'm surprised that you so easily believe what I just came up with on the spot. You sure have faith in your fate after death, huh? You're one to talk, Marissa. With a tiny grin, she shrugged her shoulders. Her words may have sounded unhappy, but their conversations were always for the enjoyment and wit, so the subject never really mattered to either of them. So, where are you headed today? What are you here for today? Showbiz was 2002? Sorry, I didn't realize that was 21 years ago, back when I was fucking 6 years old. Probably more accurate to 5. My birthday is in 2 weeks, chat. I'll be 27 in 16 days from now. I'll be 27. 27th on the 27th. It's just a customary greeting. It must be nice to be so free every day. Hey, I'm not exactly free, you know. Oh, she's got the little exposed canine. Classic trope. Love that trope. I'm busy trying to find ways to spend all my free time. Yeah, I got some boards. Andrew got some boards and sent me them, so we're gonna do 2 custom boards for his birthday. So, cause we try to do 3, but by the 3rd one we're always so gassed that it's just not as entertaining for anyone involved. So we're just gonna do 2 instead of 3 this time, and it'll be, you know, that'll be a good a length for it, I think. I need to figure out what the hell's happening with this hurricane now, because this is the first I'm hearing of it. I got a sudden craving for fish with some thyme, actually. Want to come along with me? I guess that's one of the better ways to kill some. I know a certain maid who's really good at recipes with thyme in them, too. Ah, I get it. You don't say. The girls spent all of the free time they had enjoying life as they knew it. But while the usual day was carefree, some unusual days would pop up where the usual suspects would cause uproars. And those with strength in Gensokyo would proceed to handle the situation horribly. Hurricane Lee. Oh, okay, that's what's coming? When is that? Why do you know more about this than me? It's hitting me. None of you fuckers are in Nova Scotia. None of you are near it. I'm in the backwater, baby. Those strengths against Gensokyo. This time, the incident all began from the plan of a certain yokai. I'll make that wish come true. Who's that? The voice came from behind Marissa, roughly at the Hall of Worship. But there was no one there, only the echo of the voice and its word remained. Chat is inside my walls. Chat, are you that bug on my window? Is that what you are? That guy? Oh, he's back. Get out of here. Go away. Oh, that one's fearless. The other one ran away, but that one don't give a fuck. Alright. I am the god of the Hakone Shrine. If you wish for me to solve your problems of free time, procure me some dishes with thyme as your offering to me. That's a pretty cheap-minded god. It's just Yukari. Rainbow took out a familiar needle as she sighed. Wait a minute, what? It was an anti-demon needle used for yokai extermination. With a flick of the wrist, look at the flick of the wrist! The needle flew in a seemingly aimless direction. Ouch! The dull sound of the needle piercing something in the air was accompanied by a cry of pain that echoed throughout the grounds. Eventually, a crack showed itself in the sky and a shadow emerged from the gap. It was the border manipulating yokai of enormous power, Yukari Yakumo. Oh, we got CGs as well. How violent. You could have ruined my clothes, you know. Ow, ow. She plucked out the needle from her behind with an unpleasant frown. The needle seemed to have pierced the top of her clothes, but as she removed it, no trace of any damage could be seen. Since when did you become the main god of the shrine? My, why not? I'm always watching over you from the moment you wake up to the moment you sleep, after all. Chat, her eyes are different colored in the CG and a different color in the profile picture. The dangers of multiple artists right here. A little miscommunication. Also, her art, the CG has her in her PJs and the art has her in her sage outfit. Another inconsistency in the art. But that's more than just an art style difference. That's a different Yukari talking to me right now. It's Tukari. Don't say such creepy things. Why don't you go and get your own food yourself, or get your henchmen to get some instead of asking me? They're not my henchmen, they're Shikigami. Only one of them works for me. Anyway, leaving the eating part aside, you were all wondering how to spend your free time, no? Well, yeah, something like that. So here, I've got something that'll fix that problem in no time. You sound like a door-to-door salesman. Well then, do at least listen to my sales pitch fully. You over there, don't you think the spell card rules in Gensokyo right now is lacking a little something? Who are you talking to? Well, Right, there you go. Especially in your case, since I'm sure you're sore about always losing to Reimu, right? Hey, she doesn't always lose to Reimu. Shut up, I've won a few of those. So here's a new proposal for you. If you can't win one-on-one, why not try fighting in large group battles? The smile on Yukari's face kept growing bigger as she went on. However, the two were well aware that something fishy was always hidden behind her smiles and looked at her suspiciously. What? I thought those rules out so carefully, yet some people still aren't satisfied? Oh, they're very happy. In fact, that excellent agreement has worked out wonderfully. But you see, no matter how tasty a dish is, if you eat it every single day, what would you think of it then? Yeah, I like my miso to be different every day. If you want it to be different, then stop leeching off me and go make your own. And that's why I came up with a new set of rules. Tailored for team battles! Yukari puffed out her chest in pride as she spoke. She then seemingly stopped talking, but instead was waiting for questions about her rules before continuing on. Team battles? Is that like having one person from each team fight another? Then the winner stays and the loser is removed from the battle? Of course not. That's called a crew battle. That wouldn't be any different from the current spell card rules. I'm talking about everyone fighting each other at the same time. It was true that the spell card rules were created with one-on-one fights in mind, as Yukari said. It was yokai nature to seek one-on-one battles, so team battles were never taken into consideration. Yeah, some stage 5 bosses would like to talk to you. Yukari's new rules went something like this. Number 1, choose a leader, and the team becomes an army. 2, anyone human, yokai, or otherwise can participate. 3, armies will have territories to be contested over, and so on. Basically, it could be thought of as a typical strategy game of conquering areas. Chad, I've never played a game like this, so like I said earlier, this has potential to go very wrong, but I'm interested enough in the game based on what I've seen so far to want to give it an honest try. So I will do my absolute best. As soon as Yukari ended her briefing, she was immediately bombarded with questions. What do you mean by leader? Just as it says, really, it'll be the person who leads the group. If the leader retreats from the game, then the army has lost. Anyone can participate, so these unreliable fairies around here would work too. I see no problem as long as they can fight and have someone to lead them. I'm sure that there are people who may be weak individually but strong in a team. By territories, do you mean something like my shrine? Indeed, I prepared a map that divides the area of Gensokyo into territories. You can look at it later. The fact that she even prepared a map for it showed how motivated she was. It didn't seem like she would take no for an answer. But there was still one major problem. You said you wanted to get all of Gensokyo involved, but what about those who don't want to get involved or don't have any interest in this? It was a natural question given the circumstances, but Yukari... Fuck. I'm out of water. I have no water! Shit, I gotta pick up more water tomorrow. Oh. Alright. It was a natural question given the circumstances, but Yukari's smile only grew wider as she prepared to answer it. Of course, there'll be those who oppose it. That's why I included something very important as well. The last army left standing will have any wish they have granted. They want. Okay. This will also encourage the defeated to cooperate with their conquerors. Oh, now that sounds interesting. Marissa's interest perked up at Yukari's words. She was doubtlessly thinking of all the things she would wish for in her mind. It was far too early to count chickens before they hatched, but thus was her nature. There she is. Everyone loves festivals and parties, so with this incentive, I'm sure everyone will participate. Chat, now that right there, that art is very early 2000s visual novel. The art style so far of this game, well, I guess so far 3 characters. Not so much Marissa, but Reimu and Yukari definitely, like, they really strike me as era accurate, like, art styles, you know what I mean? I like it though. I like that style of anime. To be honest with you, there's not really any style of anime I don't like. Like, I've seen stuff between 80s. Maybe stuff before the 80s. I don't really think I've watched anything before the 80s though. But I kind of like don't have much of an issue with any real animation style. Everyone loves festivals and parties, so with this incentive, I'm sure everyone will participate. Well, interesting, isn't it? Isn't it? You'll do it, right? Yukari grinned as if she already knew what the answer was going to be. Reimu seemed to be considering it still, but Marissa had already fallen in love with the idea. I'll do it! I got a ton of things I want. You should save that talk for if you actually win. I ain't gonna lose anything in anything I do. Chad, I like her top. It's very, I've never seen it done like that. Like, okay, so Marissa's black top is mostly, you know, it's pretty standard with a button, but I like this one because it's kind of like, the, what do you call it? I don't know what you call it. The suspender, I guess? She's got like one suspender that kind of leans off her shirt. It looks really natural on her, even though I've never seen it done like that. It's good. No, it looks really good. I like it. I think it fits her really well. I've just never seen anything like that before, but I don't know how to really explain it. Besides, with you and me together, ain't nothing we need to be afraid of. Wait a second, when did this turn into you forming a group with me? Because you're the most likely to win, Reimu. You're the main character. Hey, Yukari, I can join it with anyone I want, right? Yes, feel free to do as you please. There we go, let's do our best. Hey! I'll put you two down as the Hawker Day team. I should start informing other places who would likely join it as well. Also, look at the size of her sleeves. Jesus, dude, her outfit looks massive on her. Yet it's so scrunched up that it's still short sleeves. Amazing. Now, then I'll just start informing other places who would likely join as well. Ah, so busy. What? Hey, Yukari. Wait! Reimu's cries were in vain as Yukari disappeared into a gap. A calming silence returned to the area. All that remained was Marissa smiling to herself and Reimu with her hand outstretched into thin air. Chat, that hand is really well drawn. But you can't see it anymore. I'm just saying. Hands are fucking hard. That hand is really well done. That Yukari, she's usually so lazy about things, yet she's pumped up for this somehow. Jeez, so annoying. We ain't had anything major happen in a while, so this kind of thing sounds great, don't you think? It'll be a tasty way to kill some time. And hopefully we'll be the last one standing, huh? And so the territorial conquest war that would sweep Gensokyo up, its momentum began. Can the two of them really emerge victorious? I suppose you won't let me purposefully lose to get it over with quickly, huh? Got that right. Oh, there's no volume control. Ah! Well, chat, here we go again. Let's watch it all over again. Hakure Reimu. Kirisami Marisa. Izayoi Sakuya. It's a good opening though. Ibuki Suika. I don't know why the opening is it's not the opening is not part of the volume settings in game apparently. Medicine's got two her side bangs are sticking out, they look like dog ears. This image makes Marissa look like she's gonna get backhanded. I actually do enjoy the I enjoy the music here. I like the Prison River art a lot. But yeah, I swear I've seen the Moko art before. Jesus. Sakuya's huge. So the fairies plus Letty seem to be a team. Did you see those silhouetted characters, chat? Did you see those silhouetted characters? Okay. Alright, maybe I can set the volume back up and it'll be okay. Alright, volume's back up to full. Oh, Jesus. What am I looking at? The Hakude Shrine. Rainbow was sweeping the area just like the day before, but in a worse mood thanks to Yukari's whimsical ways. But as she thought about it longer, this could be considered an artificial incident from Yukari, so it would be the Hakude Shrine Maiden's job to resolve it. It would become one of her normal duties of sorts. And so she began her briefing with the other person she's grouped with, Marissa. So what do we do now? I guess we should go attack somewhere. And where would that somewhere be? On Yukari's map, Gensokyo have been divided into 23 areas. Along with Rainbow and Cove's Hakude Shrine, there were many others like the SDM, Hakugokuro, Aente, and so on. 206, 7, 8, and so on. Thanks. Do you think these guys will join in? Marissa started pointing at several different places on the map. You think I could answer you? Though I suppose knowing them, they'd jump at the chance. There's 23 locations, chat. We know 4 of them. Scarlet Devil Mansion's Rumilia Scarlet, Hakigokuro's Yuyakosai Yoji, Ayante's Kaguya Horai-san. All of them had started incidents in Gensokyo's past. If Rainbow's group wanted to be the winners, they would have to overcome extremely large obstacles in their way. They're pretty far, so they won't be an immediate problem, but they ain't gonna be avoidable. We gotta prepare for them by swallowing up nearby armies. You're sounding like some kind of strategist now. Can't say I look like one, though. Besides, you ain't good with that kind of stuff, right? Uh-huh. I don't like thinking about such troublesome matters. I'll leave the finer details to you. Haha, you can rely on me, young master. Anyway, what should we do now? These instructions don't really give any clues about that. Reimu slapped the several sheets of paper she was holding in disgust. It was the instructions for the game that she received from Yukari, but though it went on, it never seemed to get to the point. I guess hearing from the woman herself would be the fastest way to go about it. You're there, aren't ya? Yeah, see, chat, look at that hand. Look how well done that hand is. Study. The knuckle bumps? Chat, knuckle bumps are hard to do. I'm telling you right now. Making knuckle bumps, like, smooth is really hard. It's hard to make them smooth without making them sharp. It's so fucking hard. Hands are so hard. She seemingly called out to nothing at all. A second later, a crack appeared in the atmosphere and Yukari popped out of the gap. I believe I was called. See, look at this artist. This artist is smart. They put the arms behind her back so they didn't have to draw hands. Very smart thinking. Trying to act innocent. I know you've been around for a while now. Oh, never mind. Never mind. He can draw hands. This artist can draw hands. It's okay. Oops, you spotted me. Ah, well, as I said, I'm always watching over you from the moment you get up till... Hey, put that needle away. If you were watching, then I assume you know what I called you here for. Yes, yes, so what exactly don't you know about? Well... Listen to her explanation, forget about it. Please listen. How do you save in this game? I actually have no idea. I'm still completely confused. Give me a proper explanation how this works. Alright, I'll start from the very beginning. Alright, chat, please take notes. Oh, please take notes, chat. What the fuck is this? First, we have Oki. To make it simple, it's basically money. It's used to recover your army's health and buy items. Then we have Ryumyaku. This is how Oki is created. The bigger this is, the more Oki you get per turn, and the more units you can mobilize. Oh, shit. Next up is cost. As you gain more and more allies, your cost will increase too. Having cost greater than Ryumaki is very disadvantageous. Finally, there's number of actions. It's the amount of commands you can select at a single turn. You cannot make any more actions than this number. Turn. Command. Don't worry about it. You should be fine up to now. So let's bring up what you'll actually see. What do you mean prison? What? What do you mean? What do you mean prison? First up, we have event. This is where you speak with your allies or attack other territories. Before you can attack an army, you first must declare war on them. In other words, sneak attacks are not available. Next, we have develop. This command searches for slumbering Ryumaki. Maku. You can basically call it a form of domestic affairs. Summary will let you view the status of your allies. You can also heal your wounded allies here. When you win battles, you will occasionally take prisoners. When you want to make them your allies, use prison to convince them over to your side. One of the fundamental rules of the game is that the losers must do what the winners say, so I doubt you run into much resistance. Item is where you'll use the need to buy whatever items suit your fancy. Different items are sold at different times, however. System is where you can save and load your data. What's a say? Now, pay it, no mind. Well, that's about it for this portion. Do you two get it? Kind of, yet not really. Try it out for yourself later. Now, next up is the fun battle portion. Hey, where's the gulag option? An actual demonstration should work better than words here. Let's go. Whoa, what the heck is this? The names on the left side is your army and the right side is your enemies. HP and any status effects are displayed here, so do pay attention to this portion. The big numbers at the top center are counters that represent the battle time. 60? Okay. Allied enemy actions decrease it, and the battle is over when they hit 0. The list of names in the middle is the turn order for both allies and enemies, so it goes Reimu, Yukari, Marissa. The order goes from top to bottom. The percentage number and the gauge are the progress report, which decides who wins. It goes from 0 to 100, whichever side has more than 50 at the end wins. Dealing damage increases your progress, while taking damage decreases it. Getting KO'd is a huge decrease. The attacker also always starts with a disadvantage. Okay. What's that weird graph thingy at the bottom left? I can't see it. That's the very important distance display. The y-axis are your allies, and the x-axis are your enemies. It displays how far everyone is from each other. Purple means very far. A ranged attack can be done, but both sides will have lowered attack power. Blue means far, the normal range attack distance. Green stands for middle. You cannot attack from this position, so your only choice is to advance or retreat. Red means close. A melee attack can be performed on your enemy. Finally, orange is very close. Both allies and enemies will have enhanced attack power. Distance is an important element. In general, making sure that you let your allies attack in ways that they are good at is key to victory. This is giving me a headache. If you want to think about it simply, you can just treat being close as punching your opponent and being far as throwing a stone at them. What kind of stone? Huh? A rectangular prism-shaped stone, maybe? That is fundamental building block of buildings? Next, I'll explain what you can actually do. When your turn comes up, there are a lot of commands you can give. I can't see the graph. First, I'll explain the basics of the basics. Movement. It's simple. You choose an enemy and either advance towards them or retreat from them. You can also advance or retreat from the entire enemy group, but it costs more from your counter. Something you must always remember is that if a character is at close range to an enemy, they cannot advance towards any other enemies. So if you want someone to go after an enemy ranged attacker, you'll have to use others to make sure that other enemies don't get in her way. In other words, if you want to advance on an enemy, you gotta make sure the advancer is well protected. That's right, you're catching on quickly. Next up is attacking. These are divided into melee and ranged attacks. Melee can be used when the distance is close or very close, and ranged can be used when the distance is far or very far. One important thing to note is that everyone is able to perform both melee and ranged attacks. Also, melee attacks will take counter-attack damage. The attack power will be lessened, but even heavily wounded squads will deal some counter-attack damage. Another thing to note is that as your HP drops, your attack power drops as well. It's also possible to be KO'd from a counter-attack, so be careful. Next up are specials. These activate the character's special abilities. Some need to be selected to activate, while others go off under certain conditions. Great Moves is always active, whereas Marissa's can only be used whenever you like. Those that have to be selected to be used tend to drain the counter considerably. Finally, there's Standby. Just as it says, it ends your turn without performing an action. That should be about it. Let's give it a try. Rainbow, what's the distance between us right now? It's green, so middle. Okay, so they're color-coded, but also they're also abbreviated. So 1 is M. One is Reimu, and 2 is Marissa. Right, so advance towards me. The color is now red. Where are you? Now that Reimu is selected to move, it's my turn. Since I have an enemy that's close, I will perform a melee attack on her. Ow! What was that for? But because you moved early, you can't do anything now. Hehehe. Grr. That's Yukari's turn over, so it's my turn now. Oh, Yukari's the one. Oh, Yukari's the one. Okay. Is she? But there's 2 ones. The color's blue, so I'm gonna do a ranged attack. That's right, it looks like you got it. By the way, Marissa's best at far distances, so it's best not to let enemies get close to her. And that's about it. It was a little rough, but did that explain things well enough? Perfectly. Thanks, I got it all figured out now. That's good then, I'll end the explanation here. That's gonna take a bit of understanding how to read the graph, but it's the battlefield, so. There was no difficulty select, no. Well, feel up to it for now. Hey, according to this map, you'll be participating too. Who knows? Well, my location is the furthest possible away from yours. I'm trying to scroll my file explorer to see if there's a configuration. My location is the furthest possible away from yours, so it's not an issue for you for now. I'll definitely get to where you are somehow. Ooh, how scary. In that case, I'll be happily waiting for you. Make sure not to lose on the way. Before Rainbow could ready her needle again, Yukari dove back into the open gap and closed it, disappearing from the area. Somehow it feels like she has yet her fingertips. Well, whatever. I'm sure there are plenty of others who'll be joining that I'll have to deal with first. Resolution is the job of the Hakone Shrine Maiden, huh? And she just bugs me. Rainbow glared at the sky, which Yukari vanished into as she muttered. Well, as long as she's motivated somehow, or so, the carefree Marissa thought as she watched the irritated Rainbow. Alright. Hakone Shrine's turn. Okay, well, save the game first. Oh, that's classic. Yeah, that's classic VN look. Option. Yes. Okay. Item. Cannot buy. What was that? Prison. There's no one in prison. Members. We have Reimu. Okay. Special. Hakone Descendant. Nullifies certain special abilities and bonuses or penalties against all species. Melee is 6, range is 5, defense, wisdom, speed, resistance. What is NEG? What? That's... What does NEG mean? And cost. She costs 1. Negotiation. Okay. Alright. Marissa. Koguki Yasano. Master Spark. Multi-target range attack, cast, stun. Counter cost of 12. That's auto. Melee of 4, range of 7. Okay. Koguki. Strong melee attack with increased counter damage. Okay. Kaoru. Mitsuki. No special ability. Toshihachi. Same as the other guy. Izumi. You are exactly the same. Alright. She's level 6 though. Why is she so strong? The stun on Marissa means Master Spark stuns her after use. Okay. They have fire damage? Ookie. Okay. Event. Speak with Marissa. Okay, I'll... Hold on. There's no point in saving, but I didn't do anything, but... Speak with Daze. Marissa Kitasami had a fun conversation with you. There's still some reservation, though. What? I thought we were friends. Oh, that used one of my turns. Oh, wait. The game is playing right now, isn't it? No one declared war, so I can't do anything. Select a territory to develop. Territory belongs to an enemy. What? Total res required. Oh, that's research. Okay. So, I need a total amount. I need a research total of 9 to upgrade this. Well, then Reimu is good, and then Toshihachi. Ryumaki has increased by 4. Okay. And now, turn is over, so turn end. Okay. The path between the human village and the shrine, many yokai appeared frequently, hoping to obstruct humans traveling the path. It wasn't a big deal to strong humans, but a life and death issue for the weak. This danger decreased the amount of worshippers to the shrine, so the Hakone Shrine Maiden attempted to fight that by punishing any yokai she saw on the path. But yokai weren't renowned for learning from experience. And one of those yokai, Wriggle Nightbug, happened upon a scrap of paper along the path. Her eyes practically lit up upon reading it. Look at this squishy creature. This is This is the chance I've been waiting for. A golden opportunity. Okay. Now completely enthralled, she read each and every word carefully and excitedly, so much so that she didn't even notice a voice calling out to her. Hey, what's that you found? The time has finally come for all of the oppressed bugs to stand up, regain their honor, and rise up the social ladder. You there? Right now, upon seeing an insect, humans have no other thought but to kill it. But even an insect will turn just like a worm. Hey! This is the chance for bugs to stand up and be counted. Heh heh heh. They'll see. They'll all see. Boo! She turned into a bug! What is this creature? The bug. Wriggle jumped as someone suddenly shouted into her ear. She fell on her rump and looked up to the perpetrator and found the Night Sparrow yokai, Misty Lorelei, looking down at her. Geez, you didn't have to get that frightened. This is your best friend because Kyoko doesn't exist yet. That was scary in two different ways. What was the other way? I'm not tasty, don't eat me. What kind of yokai do you think I am? One that eats worms. I've already eaten so my stomach's full. Wah! Anyway, what were you getting all enthusiastic about? Huh? Well, here, read this. Wriggle stood up as she spoke and handed the piece of paper that she was reading so seriously over to Mistia. Read it for me. You can't read? I can't read. Jeez. Gensokyo War Battle 1, humans and yokai, fairies, and others all welcome to participate. The winning group must have their wishes come true. Will have their wishes come true. What's that supposed to mean? The paper was, of course, Yukari's advertisement to get people to join her game. Misty had no idea what its significance was, but Wriggle was heated up at the idea of balling her hand up into a fist. In other words, anyone can attack the humans without being blamed. It's a chance to show that meddling shrine maiden from the shrine a real lesson. And then we'll be the last group remaining. The oppressed bugs will rise in social status and humans will once again know the power of bugs. Holy shit, look at those nails. Oh, I don't really know what's going on, but it all sounds really passionate. Mistia, you could kill somebody with that. Holy shit. So, I don't really like to rely on you for anything, but I'll definitely be dead meat alone. Want to team up with me? If you give me lots of bugs to eat, then I'll think about it. Don't eat them. I'm kidding. Eel is tastier than bugs anyway. That's still... Wah! Anyway, I'm not doing anything in particular, and I've been punished by that shrine maiden before too, so I'll help you out. Really? Let's work well together then. Wriggle shook Mistia's hand up and down with vigor. Her motivation was more than enough for the both of them. So do you know any trees with lots of bugs? Tasty looking bugs, that is. Eek. Her nails are huge. The yokai army has been formed. Turn has ended. Okay. Ah, it's so hot. Rooma was sweeping at the shrine as usual. She didn't actually have to clean up the leaves and dust, but habits can be a strange thing. Besides, she couldn't relax until she had a broom in her hands. You sure work hard at that every day. I didn't do it yesterday and I got so restless. Putting Yukari's thing aside, it just doesn't feel right to not do this every day. Rooma leaned on the broom as she spoke, putting most of her weight into it. The broom started to bend under the stress. Watch out, your broom's gonna break. I'll just borrow yours then. My broom's a special type, you know? It ain't gonna lend it to no one for sweeping. And you think my broom isn't special either? A divine tool of the Hakode Shrine powered by miraculous virtues. As she said that, she waved her broom around as if it was a halberd. Perhaps being hit by it would have given the victim the grace of God, but given how painful it looked, Marissa wasn't going to test it. Oh, what are you here for today? Another strategy meeting? Yeah, well, it ain't really something to hold a meeting for, but... someone else besides us formed an army. Eh? Rooma replied in shock. It may have been a game that was supposed to involve all against Gensokyo, but up until now, Rooma's army would be the only team that was formed. There's a path that links here in the human village, right? Their stronghold is right there. You should be able to guess who it is by now. Actually, nope. Right, fine. Anyway, it's a bunch of yokai. Seems like Wriggle and Mistia gathered them. That Yukari. When she said she'd get everyone involved, she really meant everyone. They kept shouting about getting revenge on the Shrine Maiden at the shrine. They're real bitter about something. Do you have any idea what it is? Not particularly. I just discipline them whenever I see them. That'll do it. What? It's pretty much their fault that I never get any worshippers coming here, so it's my right to punish them. Not like I care, but they're definitely all fired up about this. If you leave them alone, I'm sure they're gonna declare war on us sooner or later. We can do that too, can't we? Yep, or so the rules say. But we can't yet, apparently. I wonder why. Anyway, this seems like an excellent chance, so let's give them some thorough punishment when the time comes. I'm really glad I joined it with ya. Real glad. Alright, here we're back. We're back. We're so back. So what should I do now? Territory is currently uncontrolled. I can't attack anyone. So all I can do is... I guess it doesn't hurt to keep and develop, right? So how is... Reimu, Marissa, and Kaoru. Ryumaki increased to 5. Okay. And now they're out of action for the turn. Okay. So Ryumaki, the number of Ryumaki affects the amount of Oki created, but you should not let your cost get higher than your Ryumaki. Okay. I need a research of 15 now, which I only have a research stat of 8 at the moment. So I'm currently doing fine. Okay. I guess I just talked to someone. So, how does this work exactly? Do I just, like, should I just keep talking with Marissa until eventually I get, like, an event or something? Because I don't see much reason to talk to these lads. But Daze is Daze, so, like... But I don't know what this really does. Marissa Kitty's having a fun conversation with you. There's still some reservation, though. See what is that? Well, I can't develop any further. I can only develop once because I don't have enough characters with research stat high enough to get more. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it to the characters I know, but like I'm still a little confused about what exactly is happening. But that's all I can do. I have 2 turns, and I can't shop. So I'll just keep it going. What is this music? Wriggle and Mistia had formed the yokai army and accepted Yukari's invitation to the war game. But now they had joined in the fray, they had no idea what they were supposed to do next. Anyway, I called all my friends and other yokai, and they're willing to help out. Yeah, that's nice. Wriggle appeared to be thinking deeply. Mistia started to get angry over Wriggle supposedly ignoring her. Hey, are you listening to me? Ah, sorry. I was thinking about something. About what? Well... What the- What? Whoa! Wriggle turned to face Mistia with the most serious expression she had ever seen on her face. Just a glance at the seriousness of her attitude made Mistia unconsciously straighten her back. Hey, is it really that important? Wriggle silently nodded. Her stare continued to pierce Mistia like daggers, making her extremely nervous. Truthfully. Yeah? I don't think we can go any further unless we decide it now. Decide? Decide what? How could you forget something so important? I'm talking about who the leader will be. Let's decide it now. The grand sound of someone falling over could be heard for miles. What's wrong? You really don't make such a stupid thing sound so important. I was bracing myself for something really bad, then you came up with that? What? It isn't stupid at all. It's extremely important. Mistia's face was bright red from her exasperation. Wriggle began to talk passionately as she looked Mistia right in the eye. Each yokai may be a pitifully weak insect, but if they all work together, they become an invincible army. But they need someone to lead them. We can't win against the Shrine Maiden one-on-one, but with everyone's cooperation, and if we decide a leader, then there won't be anyone who can match us. And how will you decide who this leader is? There's no need for anything special for that. I'm the only one who can do it, after all. Wriggle proudly pointed at herself, but Mistia wasn't convinced. After all that talk about how important a leader is, you're just selfishly trying to make yourself the leader. Selfish? I'm the one who she contacted. I'm the one who brought it up to you, so obviously I should be the leader. So what? I'm the one who got lots of people to join this army. You can't do anything by yourself. Oh no, you didn't. Yeah, I went there. Their foreheads clashed as they glared at each other. Both didn't care about a falling out this early in the army's life, and neither looked like yielding an inch. Until Wriggle suddenly withdrew her head. Fine. If you're going to be like that, then let's decide this with a fair and impartial round of rock, paper, scissors. Rock, paper, scissors? Fine, I accept. No arguments, whoever wins, right? Right. They both turned away, backs facing each other, as they tried to predict what each other would do. RPS allows only one attempt to predict the opponent's moves by their character, but such things are never foolproof. She'll definitely use rock, so I'll do paper. No, she might use reverse psychology, so scissors. Wait, she might use reverse psychology, so... Such thoughts swirled in the head of the two competitors. Alright, I'm ready. Okay, let's do this. Rock, paper, scissors. Jankenpon! How could I lose? This makes me the leader. No complaints, right? Fine, since you want to be it so much. Mistia clearly wasn't satisfied, but she had lost the battle and her pride wouldn't let her grumble too much, so she accepted her defeat. Alright, let's work well together. Wriggle extended her hand towards Mistia, who had her back turned towards Wriggle. She gave Wriggle a sideways glance, then stuck her tongue out. Now she knows the power of bugs! Night-blind road, faintly dark path placed under control. I appreciate the banter they had. That was fun. So what's happening with them? She was referring to the yokai army formed by Wriggle and Mistia just the other day. They set up their base at the forest road between here and the village. They're getting in my way again. The map revealed the Hakurei Shrine was connected to the night-blind road that continued to the human village and the faintly dark path that went to the magic forest. These were the yokai army's territories. So in short, we have to take them out before we can go anywhere else. Yep. And they're itching for a fight against you as well. Marissa's words darkened Rainbow's mood considerably. Why were they so insistent on going for her? That was a question she couldn't answer herself. You look like someone just raided your donation box. It's nothing. Let's just beat them up and move on to the next army. Do you think it'll be that easy? Seems they got a bunch of yokai with them too. They're still yokai I punished before. No matter how many of them gather together, there's still no match for me. They'll be flattened. Well, with you around, we'll be okay, I suppose. Alright then, let's eat. You know, if you keep coming over for food so much, you should at least make something every now and then. The best food in the world is a bowl of miso soup made by someone else. Rainbow simply shrugged her shoulders at Marissa's nonchalance and went back inside the shrine. She still had to prepare her own food, even if Marissa wasn't here, so the amount of work was more or less the same anyway. I'll go set the table. The miso soup ain't ready yet. I want mine light brown, please. Shut up. Yokai Army is now available for war declaration. Alright. So I guess I'm allowed to... I can take the shot at them, which I'll probably do, but first I'll develop. Let me take a look though. I can't buy it because I can't get to the place. Nobody's any experience. Nightblind Road. Okay. I might as well, right? I'm just hoping it doesn't, like, take them out of the game. There we go. So everybody together except for Reimu can do this. There we go. The Ryumaki has been increased to 6. Alright. Alright, so now I guess I can declare, look how many saves I got. Jesus. I'm so careful with everything. I guess now we attack, huh? Because there's no reason to do an event. Oh, wait. Negotiation 5 is required to declare war. Oh, I have to declare war. Right, I have to declare war right now. I can't just attack. You're not at war with yokai army. Units 10. Same power. Wait, they're way too strong. Wait a minute. They're so strong. I can't beat that. I am lowly. Maybe I just do it. We need a negotiation of 5 to declare war. What? Why is there even a stat check for that? That makes no sense. If I send a bumbling idiot up to declare, they gotta take it seriously? Alright, Reimu. Go declare war. Hey, Wriggle, we're in trouble! What's the big deal? You look like someone was shooting at you in a slingshot. That shrine maiden from the shrine has done the war declaration thingy on us. Eh? All of Wriggle's army started an uproar at the news. There were even those who wanted to launch a first strike on Reimu in revenge. And I was so banking on declaring war first, then striking quickly in the confusion and beating them up then. What are we supposed to do now? Our foolproof plan's completely destroyed. A bird brain and a bug brain could never make anything foolproof, but there wasn't anyone around to tell them that. Ugh, there's nothing else we can do. We sought to attack the shrine sooner or later. If we panic now, we'll fall into that trap of theirs. Yeah, alright everyone, let's get ready for battle. Yeah! Yokai generally went along with the mood easily, which meant that they get fired up easily and also get depressed from defeat easily. But Yokai could think about no more than getting revenge on Reimu. War has been declared. I'm out of turns though. What if I didn't declare war? They would probably declare war on me, right? I assume they would declare war on me. Now it's their turn. Once again, Wriggle and Misty are gathered to discuss just how to take down the odious Pakode Shrine Maiden. Hey, I just thought of something. Yeah? Maybe we should try to recruit a few more allies. Eh? Are you saying the friends I called aren't good enough for you? That's not what I mean. It's just that, you know, having more allies is always a good thing, don't you think? That's kind of true, but I don't have that many yokai I can call over. While battles would no doubt be easier with more yokai to participate, it would be unreasonable to assume that everyone would want to join. The yokai army had now reached a difficult point. We can't really plead with those who aren't interested in joining, huh? Maybe there are some bored yokai who we can force to join in. We shouldn't use force. If they listen to my song, that's essentially the same. So mean. To be perfectly honest, neither of these two were truly smart enough to have a worthwhile discussion. In the end, they wasted time without deciding on anything. Until... Hey, what did you just do? I didn't do anything. Something was obstructing the sun's rays, casting a shadow on the ground nearby. Oh, who could it be? It unnaturally moved slowly towards them, still surrounded by brightness. A look upwards revealed a similar disc-shaped shadow. Is that one of those unidentified flying object thingies? Mystia took to the skies and tried to get closer to the shadow. She looked at it from right beside it, realizing that it was a pretty sphere of black rather than a disc, but she couldn't see within it at all. Hey, be careful, getting too close might be dangerous. Yeah, I'll be careful. She timidly extended her hand and it disappeared into the shadows. And then chomp. Her hand met no resistance as it went in, but she couldn't see it anymore. She pulled her hand back out and it looked the same as ever. Ooh, this is really weird. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine, see? Mistia pushed her hand in and out of the darkness several times, gradually going deeper and deeper until the point where her elbow was hidden and then her fingers hit something. Gah! She hurriedly pulled her arm out. There was nothing at her fingertips, but the sensation of touching something remained. What's wrong? There's something inside! But nobody could see what it was from the outside. The black sphere then stopped its slow movement. Huh? Mistia was on her guard when suddenly she heard an inquiring voice. Boo! You've all been so loud for a while now. What? It spoke! Who touched me just now? Boo, I don't want to make it all bright, but... As she spoke, the sphere of darkness weakened slightly. It eventually weakened enough to see the inside, revealing the figure floating at the center of the sphere. Eh? Who are you? Oh, it's the same artist as the Wriggle artist. You're the one who interrupted me floating around, huh? It felt so good, too. That is a unique take on her her chess piece, by the way. It's just 3 balls. There's no tie or ribbon or anything. It's just 3 fucking balls. You're a yokai? Yeah. My name's Rumia. So what do you want? That's good art. That's really... Look at that. That's nice. Rumia slowly floated downwards on the ground. It was still a bit hard to see through the darkness surrounding her, but not hard enough to be worth complaining about. Well, I'm Wriggle, and she's Mistia. We were just investigating why it turned dark all of a sudden, and why a giant cloud of darkness was flying around. Ah, is that so? Don't worry, I just make it dark so that the sun doesn't make me feel warm. I really don't feel like doing anything when it's hot. What were you doing inside that darkness then? I wasn't doing anything. I couldn't see anything since it was so dark, so I just floated round and round. Her reply seemed a little strange, but Wriggle's feelers were tingling with excitement. Are you free? Well, I'm sort of busy with being free. Kinda. Wriggle's eyes began to twinkle. Do you want to play with us then? Hey, wait! Play what? A war game. A war game? Against who? Mostly humans. Can I eat them? Probably not. Boo. Come on, you're not doing anything anyway, so help us out. We really need your power. Need. Rumia didn't understand why exactly her power was necessary, but she at least knew someone was requesting her help for something, which made her feel a little proud. I guess it's fine then. Alright, thanks. Let's work well together from now on. They exchanged handshakes, leaving Mistia sighing in their wake. Geez, you're leaving me out of the decisions again. Ah, come on. Anyway, Rumia, this is a bit quick, but let's see your power at work. This afternoon's sun is really too strong. Okay. Wow, so dark. And so cooling. Most yokai prefer the night over broad daylight. The darkness Rumia generated made the area a resting place for these yokai. Thus, the 3 of them forgot their original objective and relaxed in the darkness. Rumia has joined. Lisari has joined. Wait, they're recruiting? They recruited a new member. Hey Marissa, something's bothering me. What's up? What's that? Rainbow opened up the map for Marissa to see. I usually handle all my shopping at the village. Yeah, me too. Though the stuff they sell at the village can't really be used for my magic experiments. But there's a human village marked on this map, and the position is roughly the same as the actual village. Hey, you're right. There's no way the human village is as big as the map suggested. I'm not sure what's going on with it now, but if it's marked here, that should be a territory that someone's controlling, right? I haven't heard anything about that. Well, knowing Yukari, she probably went to the village too, though I can't imagine that half-beast joining in. If we assume they're part of this whole game, then we probably can't go to the village anymore. It was indeed as she said. It wouldn't be possible to just show up in an enemy-controlled territory as if nothing's wrong. Normally, that is. Well, I've been going back to my house at the forest just fine, so I wouldn't worry too much. Just worry about it if someone actually makes a fuss. I suppose so. I'll be going to the village for a bit to do some shopping then. Take care of the shrine for me till I get back. Get some dark brown miso this time. It's because you eat too much that I have to go to the village so often, you know. Rainbow left in a huff, disappearing as they twinkle in the sky. Marissa fell into a deep thought as she watched her figure fade away. Who's controlling the forest of magic? It's probably her, huh? She'll probably get on my case for not joining her since I live there. Ah well, I'll handle it when the time comes. Rainbow can now shop. Rainbow can't even shop. More saves. Blue streak. Speeds by. Alright, so I guess I should probably take this opportunity to, like, develop. Because why not? If I use everybody. There we go. So I have 21 total. Okay, so I actually can develop one more time the next day without having to recruit new people. I just don't know if that takes them out of battle as an option. So if I like click battle, 12, 12. Oh, yep. Yep, it sure does. It sure does. Alright, Toshihachi. Get in there, brother. Oh, I don't have enough to scout. This ain't gonna work. Okay. Hold on. So, based on this information, he's far from Mystia, but he's close to the other two. Okay. Why can he not attack? Counter cost 1. Why could I only retreat? Okay. Advance, retreat. Get her ass! Morale! That'll teach you to look down on us. Repelled by the enemy, 5 EXP. That's okay, he did his best. He's not like he's dead. See, he's there. He's got 5 EXP. Although he has 1 HP at the moment. I'm sure he'll be fine. I'm sure he'll be okay. I now understand that actions are important, so I could only attack with him because I was busy buffing. Maybe I should take the opportunity to just go full in with that, huh? It is home base after all. Ah, darkness really is so relaxing. I wish the whole day was always this dark. I'm a darkness helper. Rumia's ability to manipulate darkness allowed her to generate darkness to block out the sun and become a relaxation spot for yokai. Rumia and Mystia were enduring the light and heat in that fashion. Hey, there's something I wanted to ask you. What is it? Well, this darkness is so strong, I can't even see my hand through it. Because light couldn't get through the darkness, it could not reflect off objects, and thus objects could not be seen. Hmm. She could hear and sense, but not see Rumia or herself. Yeah. Can you see me, or even yourself even? No, I can't see a thing. 'Cause it's all dark. But when we met, you were flying all around dark like this. Yeah, I was flying. If you can't see anything, wouldn't it be dangerous? Yeah. It seemed like Rumia should be thinking further, but her figure obviously couldn't be seen, and her tone didn't seem to indicate that she was deep in thought. And again, I think all the other yokai and humans or birds are all scared of me and avoid me, so maybe it's not that dangerous. Oh yeah, sometimes I hit a tree and it's really painful. Trees can't move after all. Ha 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 ha. This girl seems like an idiot. Eh? Did you say something? No, I didn't. Rumia's words were generally a little unsettling, but since her power was extremely useful, it wasn't a big deal to Mistia. This is true. She just bonk. The yokai army is strategizing. The turn has ended. Yeah, that's done with. After returning from the village, Reimu stored away all the food and ingredients she bought with a little sigh. Normally she would stock up for the future, but the current season meant food spoiled quickly. It was at times like this where she wished the coolness of winter to come again. Of course, when it's winter, she didn't wish for the exact opposite. Well, all these will be used up quickly anyway. That's 'cause you eat a lot. You should learn a bit from me. I would imagine it's more because I have to prepare helpings for 2 people every day. Geez, you eat 2 helpings? A real glutton, aren't ya? Reimu shot a deathly glare at Marissa, who had an innocent look on her face. Come on, look a little happier. I really value your magic, after all. You should be happy you have an admirer. For someone who up and comes without permission to eat, you really... And what do you mean by magic? Cooking's a type of magic, don't you think? Marissa's opinion left Reimu staring at her blankly. Even after taking some time to process it, it still wasn't comprehensible in the slightest. No one eats raw cabbage or radish out of the box, right? I better take that back. There might be some weirdos around here. Well, I can tell you one character who certainly doesn't eat cabbage. Well, it is usually cooked first, yes. Magic is something that comes about when I transform an ordinary forest mushroom into some real powerful sorcery. It's the same as cooking. A bunch of normal ingredients, though the many skills we use change the taste and form drastically. And this end product brings happiness and good health to those who eat it. If that ain't magic, then what is? Aha. It sounded like something Marissa thought of on the spot, but she showed that she actually had basis behind her reasoning. And very well said at that. Even Reimu felt enlightened at her explanation. That's a pretty interesting viewpoint, but since when does magic make anyone happy? Don't hit where it hurts, yo. Damn. Besides, magic can't ever be fully understood, and it's a long road that a human's lifespan won't last for. There are 2 types of magicians, those who were born magicians and humans who choose to become one. One who becomes a magician is no longer human, which is why Marissa couldn't be called a genuine magician yet. So are you going to stop being a human someday? Reimu's question seemed to be natural based on the flow of the conversation, but Marissa's expression grew heavy for a split second after she heard it. And right after, she was back normal and continued speaking. I don't know. There's definitely a lot of interesting things I want to experience or know about in this world, and I can't do them all in the time a human has. But still, I think accomplishing things as a human with limited time has more meaning to it. Since a human's life goes by just like a flash. And just like your Danmaku. It's good for my Danmaku to be flashy. And I definitely ain't gonna stop being a human till I beat you. That's good. You'll be a human forever then. Them's fighting words, you know. The pure-born magicians, humans who become magicians, magic users who continue to remain human. There are many ways for those to live their lives and the freedom of choice as to which one they find best. In Marissa's opinion, none of those choices were inherently good or bad, and that living on as a human was just fine for her. Classic. Alright. Alright, so things still aren't really happening quite yet, chat, but it's honestly better this way. How's my friend doing? Is he still, like, chronically injured? Oh yeah, he is. I probably need to heal him, don't I? It costs 243 Oki. So it's 1 Oki per health point. Okay. Okay. So I have 3,135 Oki. Okay, okay. We're... Oh, you can spend Oki to level them up, too. Should I do that? Should I level up? Should I level up Reimu and Daze? I don't even know if I need to heal this guy. I mean, I guess I can heal him. Like, it doesn't hurt. Did I just put that in EXP, didn't I? Oh, I sure did. Oh, I sure did. Oh, I sure did. I did just give that guy almost $1,000 to treat himself done something nice. I just meant to heal his ass. Okay. Yeah, that was, that cost a lot. That cost a fucking lot, didn't it? Alright, well, let's heal him back up. I can just click full heal. You can just click, okay, you can click the options. Alright. Well, let's develop again one more time, because I can afford to do that. If I use everybody, I can afford to do that. Oh, never mind, I can't. I can't. I can only have... Why can I only have 5? So you can only have 5 people on a task. So I don't have enough, so I need high... Okay. So everything is a up to 5-man team. Combat's probably the same then, huh? Okay. Well, in that case, I still have 2 turns. I could attack, but I don't know if that's a good idea. Cause like, I don't know if they've really healed. But there's not much else to do. I don't have any items either. AI can't attack, but they're not going to. I assume when they attack, though, I can only defend with people who haven't acted. So if I attack with everybody and then they attack, I don't have anyone I can attack with or defend with until the next turn. So it's kind of dangerous if I full frontal assault. I don't really know how it works, though. Well, in that case, it's kind of dangerous to throw everybody out. But at the same time... Everyone needs 1,000 for a level up. Well, Reimu's on the team, like, permanently. Reimu's on the team permanently. I gotta wonder if that's, is that worth it? Because that's very hefty, but I'm not using the money on anything else except for, like, what healing will be. And healing is 1-to-1, so you know exactly how much you're spending for that. 1,000 is a lot of money! Well, like I said, it's just like I'm not using it for anything else. I might as well get a jump start. I'll give it a shot. Okay. Her melee and her research. Actually, I don't think her research went up. Her melee went up. Actually, I don't think any went up. What went up for you? I do not know. We'll leave it at that. And we'll try attacking again. Alright. So what's the scout? What's the scout mean? Formation close, middle, far? Wait, scout is an option. The heck does that mean, though? I want Reba to be close. I want Marissa to be far. You know what? Get him in close. Okay. No special. Nothing special. Nothing stand out. Get my boy in there. We're throwing hands. If I click scout, I need to see what this does. So those are my opponents if I go in. Oh, but when you use them to scout, they're taken out. Ah, okay, all right. So you can see what you're fighting. If you use units, you can scout and see what you're fighting, but then those units become unusable in the battle itself. So I wonder if that's like changed. Alright, well, let's get these two in and these boys in. Alright, we're going hell in right now. Alright. Marissa goes first. Special. Advance towards enemy. She's okay. So she's middle. She's close to that one. She's far enough away from this one to attack with a ranged attack. Okay. 104. Alright. And they're both close. Get him. KO! Alright, Marissa. You need to retreat back. You need to pull back so you're farther away from her. Okay. And now Rainbow is in your face. So slap her. Get him, boys. Get him. Yo, Koguki? He be throwing hands. That's job well done. Capturing effort has progressed. So by defeating enemies, you take down the base's defense for capture. Okay. 11 EXP. That is such an insignificant amount of BXP. Okay. Received amulet. And I still have another turn to do to work with here. So what's this amulet? Increases defense. Do you use it or equip it? How does that work? Alright, everybody, get patched up, please. Oh, I can't even do anything with them. Wow. I guess auto heal would be nice. To go, because I'm gonna heal them the full like every time anyway. If I click use, how do you equip it? Let's see. Item, use. Oh yeah, you can't do anything once a unit's exhausted. There's nothing they can do until next turn. I have to wait. Okay, I have to wait. Can I even talk to them? I can't talk to Marissa. I don't think I can get much done in the way of another attack. I have yeah, I have 2 units left. And they're just the throwaways. Damn, I really set that first guy out and he got teched by Mystia. Let's just talk to Marissa. Let's talk to Marissa. Marissa had a fun conversation with you. It's all still a little bit stiff. But we're like besties. We're besties! War power has been reinforced. All units have been healed. Thank you. Okay. Alright. Let's see. Alright, they're still injured. I could probably... Hold on, now I need to see if I equip an item. If I equip an item... Okay, she's holding it now, yep. Holding the amulet, so her defense has gone up. Since she has to be close range anyway, I like that for her. 11 EXP. Everybody shared the EXP. Okay, okay. I need more members, so I guess the only thing to really do now is to attack again. I don't have enough res to scout. Shit. You know what? I can scout with these 3. Ooh. Ooh, okay. And I can have Reimu, Marissa, and Koguki in there. Alright, let's do it. Very far. Okay. Marissa's very far from Mystia. So let's focus on her first. Great hit. And Reimu is far from Mystia as well. Damn, I gotta approach Mystia, but I need to get these guys out of the way. Okay. Alright, that's 1 down. That one's out of the way now. And Reimu is still close to 3, so we'll take 3 out. Oh, that one's really close to Marissa. We need to get away from you. Okay. Marissa's turn again. Advance on Mystia. I think we need to advance on you. At least Reimu's close enough to still damage it, but as long as the Marissa can hit Mystia after the fact. Right, the lower your HP, the weaker you get. I forgot about that part as well. Okay. Alright, excellent damage. You need to approach him. Yep. What? Oh, I could approach then attack? Is that what that was saying? very close. Okay. That was not any damage at all, buddy. Too far away. All advance. Okay. Alright, Rain, we're gonna crit. Alright, Misty's almost down. Maddening Song. That one retreated. Pull up and attack, yep. It's so close. Take her ass out. Rainbow, you're so weak! Oh my god. I'm out of turn. Well, I don't have any counter left. Hold on. I have no counter left. Like, I don't think I could... Yeah, I can't attack anymore. All I can do is wait for their counter to go down. Although, if I get close enough to her face and she attacks me, I can still counter attack. So that's what I need to do. Alright, action points down. I still win the battle. I still win the battle. Apparently I got it though. Even though I didn't defeat her. Atasia has been taken prisoner. Oh, cool. So I probably have to knock Mystia out then if I want to take her prisoner. Okay. Alright, everybody is now injured. Prison. Alright, you have a research of 1. Oh, you are not that great. Negotiation of 6 is required for persuasion. Do I have a negotiation of 6 on my active party? There is no active party. Rainbow cannot convince her. Neither can Toshihachi. Man, Toshihachi, you can't do anything, can you, dude? You just can't do anything. Maybe I probably should have beat up Mystia. Okay. Okay. Well, I own that place now. They've been subdued. But if I don't beat Misty up, I don't get to recruit her, do I? Well, she's probably, like, still there. Like, she's part of the other side now. Because Regal's on that end and Misty was there. But since I took the area, I drove her out. But her army's still around. Alright, let's talk to Marissa again. First, had a fun conversation with you. It's all still a little bit stiff. The readme has something about missable characters. I don't have an English readme. I don't have an English readme. So... Uh-oh. Well, I didn't miss anything yet, right? I mean, chat's not gonna let me miss anything, right? Surely not. Alright. Okay, that's fine. But in the future, I should do that, right? I should, like, actively try to take out the captain. Otherwise, it's like, I don't get the... I only got to jail the one who got taken down there. And I guess it's random. Because I didn't get the other 2 last time. But I also didn't capture the base last time. Okay. Wriggle's yokai army had lost one of their bases to Rainbow's group. The loss had the members of the army in an uproar. Hey! You were supposed to be so angry at them, yet they ended up winning so easily! What are we gonna do now? Shut up! We haven't totally lost yet. You talk real big, but in the end you're still so weak. It's not me who's weak, it's all those yokai friends you brought along. That are the weak ones. How could you say that? So what? In the end, the yokai army was a hastily assembled mishmash, and a single obstacle was enough to send them into collapse. But they had not lost the game yet. Let's stop this. It's not over yet. We still have a chance. And like I said, what are you gonna do? No matter how long they tried to think, the situation remained the same. As the possibilities swirled in her mind, her eyes happened to catch a ball of darkness lazing around. Hey Rumia, you try think of something too. She reached her hand towards the ball of darkness and it slipped inside soundlessly, but there was still no reaction. Right at that moment, she had a flash of inspiration. Yeah, that's right. We can use that. Eh? What? Rumia, how far can you spread your darkness? If I try really hard, I can cover this whole area, I think. It makes me really tired, though. Okay, then can you use this darkness to cover this area in battle from now on? Eh? That'll be so tiring. You can take it, though, right? If it's that wide, though, I can't make it all dark, but it'll be about as dark as night without any moonlight. That's fine, we won't be able to see if it's too dark either. But that would be enough to throw off humans. Huh. You're using your head for once. This is what decides battles. Wriggle pointed towards our head, expecting praise for her smarts. That plan to use their superior senses to beat the humans was a relatively sound one. War power is reinforced. Okay. The Forest of Magic. A place where the sun did not shine, covered in darkness even at noon, and with the spores from monster mushrooms and miasma everywhere, became a place that which most human and yokai avoided. However, that forest was an excellent environment for magicians, and there was nowhere that Marisa Kirisame wouldn't live in. There was one other resident, the magician and doll master, Alice Margatroyd. Whoa, nice place you got here. Alice's mansion. Oh, stood in one of the few places in the forest where the sunlight could get through somewhat. It was there that Alice and her handmade dolls were spending yet another fine day. Horai, could you bring a bit of cloth to me? Yes, the light blue one. The doll called Horai tottered back to the cloth in hand, just as Alice had ordered. The beautiful folded up cloth was quite big for a doll to carry, and Horai struggled to bring it over without wrinkling it. Thank you. Was it too big for you? I'm sorry. Shake, shake. Horai shook her head at Alice's apology. Perhaps she was trying to say that Alice did not need to apologize. Alice's residence was home to several of her handmade dolls that can move of their own will. They can't, by the way. Among those dolls were two special ones that were practically alive, and they were given the cute names Shanghai and Horai. Alice's dream is to make a fully autonomous doll, but all the dolls that she does have are controlled by her. So yes, she does talk to herself a lot when you think of it like that. Though rather than being given life, they perhaps should be called quasi-living beings. They took Alice's orders still, after all. Alice's dream of a fully autonomous doll was still far off in the distance. The ability to think and act based on one's own will. Okay, they're putting a bit of a spin on it. Okay, I can buy that. I can buy that. That day, Alice was once again working her way towards that goal of giving life to inorganic substances. Doing that will make it move at least, but a living doll. I wonder if it's really possible. How has Alice never had an interaction with Hina before? Hina is literally what she's looking for, right? Now, Medicine is too. Medicine even more so. But Hina's a doll, right? She's a Hina doll. Or is she a ghost of a Hina doll? So she's not actually a Hina doll. Or some other bullshit. I don't know, I feel like Hina and Alice would still get along swimmingly. But they never interacted. She had aimed to create a doll which acted on its own will for a long time, but even now she wasn't able to make one as she liked. Turning dreams into reality would certainly take more than a human's lifetime. Well, even regardless of what Hina is, the fact remains that I think Alice and her would get along pretty well. Flit, flit. As thoughts of an unpredictable future were swirling around Alice's mind, a doll different from Horai suddenly flew towards her. What's wrong, Shanghai? What's the rush? The doll known as Shanghai was holding a letter as big as she was. She placed it right in front of Alice. Don't tell me that Alice and Hina are both in comas right now. My, a letter? Who's it from? She looked all over the letter, but there was no sender marked. Alice suspiciously tore open the letter, removed the stationery paper inside, and began to read. Let's see. Gensokyo's War Battle 1 Participation Information. Who's the author? Yukari Yakumo. So it's her. The things written within the form were extremely different from the one that Regal had received. Now yokai must be really bored to think of such a trivial game. How silly. She continued scanning through the instructions. She got the gist of the contents, but had no plans to actually join in, and was about to throw the piece of paper away until she read the last line. As if I have time to join such a... Alice's eyes fell squarely on that one point. Her eyes soon started to burn with anger. What? What is the meaning of this? Why would she put this kind of rule there? Shanghai and Hodai looked worriedly at their master, whose mood was worsening by the second. Alice eventually noticed their concern and put on a calm smile, which didn't look very genuine at all. Well, whatever. This feels like I'm being placed between a rock and a hard place, but if she's going to play like that, then I'll do the same. What's in that letter? Alice then abruptly stopped talking and shut herself into her study, leaving Shanghai and Hodai behind. The two poor dolls could only look at each other in surprise. What did that paper say? Alice is about to get very angry. Alright. So what's the plan here? So I have 2 territories controlled right now, which means more generation of Ryumaki, right? So would it be... Is there even any merit to recruiting you? You have no special abilities. Your research is 1. So you're not good for scouting or negotiation. You're literally just cannon fodder. You are not helpful. Get out of my jail. I don't need people like you. She's a friend. No, if she's not a friend. She hates me. So we can develop, let's develop the Night Shrine Road. You only need a number 6. So these 2 will be able to take care of it perfectly. Okay. I wonder if I can do it again. 449. I can actually. I can double down on this. Ryumaki's up. Turn is done. And I think we're okay. Yeah, that seemed like a fine turn. Double up on production. And then end the turn. Okay. Nothing happened. No progress was made. More development. You used me for land development. I need to kidnap somebody. Sorry, I need to negotiate somebody with a higher research stat. I could do this, but I think I'd rather open the attack again. Get some damage on that. You only need 4 to scout this. That's perfect. Rooma, Ishnal, and Rafonzi. Yo, that mage is like insane. Alright, I'm going in. Are you a ranged attacker? Oh, you are actually. Okay. Just put the whole fucking squad in. Bring everybody. Not, just bring them all. Just bring everyone. It's dark here, though. Hey, Rainbow, don't you find this kind of weird? Just kinda? It's like nighttime now. And it was so bright just a little while ago. It ain't because of the time. Look! Marissa took about 10 steps back and her body was suddenly shining from the rays of the sun. Yet with 10 more steps forward, all traces of the sunlight disappeared. Right, they did say that they recruited some darkness manipulating yokai. Yeah, it's gotta be Rumia. This has to be her power at work. This will be tough. Humans won't be able to see far in this darkness. Ranged attacks are going to be pretty badly affected. Ah, shit. Melee combat ain't my forte, but it looks like I ain't gonna have much choice. At least the little tricks they're pulling is proof that we've driven them to a corner. Let's go and pressure them some more. Alright. I want to destroy Rumia. Okay. Well, Marissa gets to attack again. Multi-target ranged attack. I hope this does damage. 67 is still good damage. Alright, Reimu's close. Oh, Reimu's injured. Reimu, I want you to get it right up in her face and smack her. Alright. Perfect. Ranged attack. Oh, we're right up in there. The child will be destroyed. Alright. Reimu will finish the job, so I'll attack Ishnel now. Okay. Good counter hit. Reimu will finish the job. Alright. Rooma is down. And now we're gonna beat the hell out of level 7. I want you to retreat. Okay. The boys are dying. Fuck it. Toshihachi Murao! No! Did Marissa do her attack, or am I high? Or did it miss or something? I don't really know how that worked. Homeboy did 8 damage. There it is. Damn, that almost killed the one down there. Yo, she's ripping me to shreds! I lost. I lost the battle. Repelled by the enemy. No prisoners taken. Should have, I guess I should have attacked the little one. That, it's like the Master Spark did so much to her. And then I didn't really get much out of that, unfortunately. It's gonna cost me a ton to heal it all off now, too. Well, easy come, easy go. Easy come, easy go. Whereas I had a fun conversation with you. It was quite a friendly chat. Alright. Alright. I'll bite it. I didn't win, but I mean, I lost. But you know, we learned. That motherfucker had so much action point left, because I don't know. And it just beat me up. Killed everybody. We got right up in her face, and then she started pelting us. It was another day to relax at the Hakone Shrine with teacup in hand. At least it should be, but there was something uncomfortable in the air. And the matter of providing the discomfort was obvious. Hey. What? How long are we going to let this be? It's not like I can do anything even if you ask me. It's just a bit of a bother. They could feel the glare aimed at them from behind a tree. She was probably trying to hide, but it wasn't very successful. Calling out to her didn't seem like it would make anything better either. She's looking at you. She must have had some business with you. No, she's definitely looking at you. Ah, jeez. Okay, I know you're behind that tree. Just come out already. Her endurance for the facade had reached its limit, and she stood up and called out to the tree. After a short period of silence, the girl emerged from behind the tree. Hee, very observant of you to notice me hiding there. Observant? It was so obvious. Anyway, what are you here for, Alice? A smile started to form on the lips of the girl known as Alice. Her entire body was overflowing with a murderous, pressurizing aura. What? What I'm here for? That's very simple. Whoa! And all... I read that it's all ice. Alice took one deathly glare at Marissa, then turned back to Reimu and thrust her hand out at her, a single piece of paper laid on the palm of her hand. Reimu, Marissa, the Forest of Magic team hereby declares war on you. What? Marissa yelped out in shock, earning yet another stare of ire from Alice. Alice's anger seemed to be aimed more towards Marissa than Reimu. Hey, what are you so mad about? You seriously asking? Well, if that's how you're going to be, then that's even less reason for me to hold back. Prepare to be completely wiped out. With those parting words, Alice turned on her heels and left the shrine. The other two were left dumbfounded at the cycle that just entered and left the area. So it was you she was looking at, huh? Just what did you do? I didn't do anything. You have to have done something for her to get that angry. Anyway, I guess we'll be fighting Alice now. At least we don't have to go through the trouble of declaring war ourselves. This whole thing is basically your fault, so make sure you take responsibility for it. Rainbow said a little more than she needed as usual, but Marissa took it with her usual optimism, seemingly thinking that everything would work out in the end. Forest of Magic entry border interior placed under control. Forest lore. Okay, now there's 3 more fucking areas. And I'm still sitting here trying to take over Wriggle & Co. It's probably cause of me. You finally regretting all the evil deeds you've done in your life? Do you have short-term memory loss or something? I'm talking about why she got so mad. Ah, yes. Go clean it up already. What are you talking about now? Was I off the mark again? I was thinking how pitiful she must be having to deal with a mountain of mushrooms at her entrance hallway. Who would do that kind of thing? In some universes, you throw stinky mushrooms at her house. They just say it already. Jeez. I'm guessing that she doesn't like me being here. Which means I live in the forest after all. If we go with the map, I ought to team up with Alice, but in reality, I'm her enemy right now. That's probably why she's angry. I can see the logic in that. I never actually asked, why are you here anyway? Yukari said herself that we could team up with anyone we wanted. Then I'm sure there were other people you could have teamed up with besides Alice and myself. I just went with the one who had the best chance of winning this thing, according to my calculations. Correct! Ah, that's how it is. That's rather cunning of you. Only the smart survive, don't you think? I said cunning, not smart. Rainbow and Marissa had known each other for a long time, but there were differences in their points of view that both of them had yet to notice. Dude, I have to beat up. I can't even reach Alice. I can't even reach her. Interior. Border. Entrance. I had to get past the faintly dark path. No development. No development. We attack! How did I lose that battle with 5 people, though? Damn. Need a scout? Scout total of 9. Okay. Alright. Lise Cerise. Alright, it's Rooma again. Alright. Run it back. Close, far, close. Get as close as possible. Okay. If Marissa's the correct distance from everyone, then Master Spark hits all three of them. So Marissa needs to retreat here from Rumia. And now they're in range for that. Okay, this guy got hurt so badly. Okay. Press the special. Advance on Rooma. Okay. This should hold. Oh, Jesus. Koguki is so dead. Alright, Koguki. Die for me. Okay. Alright. Marissa? Oh, I'm gonna lose. And Marissa's stunned. Yeah, Rainbow's down. Well. She can't move. I see. Marissa has withdrawn from the army. Game over. Okay. Okay. I don't understand how I'm supposed to win. That's my current issue. I don't feel like anything I click, I just die. Yeah, I don't get it. Same ones, less res. Some levels. Maybe. Look at that. Look at that. That guy just took 120 damage on the first turn. Instantly. So now he's fucking useless. I'm like, what am I supposed to do to combat that? Oh my god. Range attack doesn't seem to be affected by that. $104. Wow, that was pretty good. Oh, this guy is very dead. Like, hands down, very dead. It's alright. Leave him alone. Well, goodbye. Let my man go. Let him go. Let him live his goddamn life. I genuinely have no idea why the flow of battle has completely changed in my favor. I didn't even do anything differently. Look at this. This outcome. Rainbow needs to... Yeah. Get right up in their face. Alright. You got it. You got it. Whoa, I'm gonna win. Whoa, I'm gonna win. Whoa, I won! Well, that about does it. Okay. Neresia has withdrawn from the army. Oh, I beat one of their units so badly that she ran away. So they lost a unit. Okay. Okay, so now they're down a unit. They have 11 units now. No, they have 10 units. Right, because I captured one and the other... Okay. Idiots are down 2 whole units. Me? Gongaga. Okay. I beat out Rumia, but I got nothing for it. But it's alright, because I'm going to talk to Marissa. Talk to me. Marissa had a fun conversation with you. It was quite a friendly chat. Affection bonus. Oh. Oh, wait. I can upgrade a stat? What do I upgrade? So I can upgrade melee, range, defense. What's wisdom? Wisdom's probably related to checks on the overworld. You can give her a free level, so I'm assuming level is based on HP, or HP then. Should I just power her up? I guess I should just power her up, right? Because her range attacks are doing really well. Wisdom is range defense. That's a stupid way to phrase it, but okay. You can throw enough bodies to make the research requirements, but you can't throw enough bodies to make things do damage, so power seems better. End the turn. Family Dark Path is being counterattacked. By who? Oh! Oh, I don't have any units! I cannot protect it! Well, territory will not be defended. Yep. Alright. Forest of Magic's turn. That attitude of Marissa's really irks me. Maybe I should pound some nails in. Okay. All Ice sat in a chair reading a book and grumbling to herself. The grumbling was apparently more important, as nothing she was reading was actually registering in her head. The 2 dolls looked at her worriedly. Tremble, tremble. Shake, shake. Nod, nod. After the mysterious conversation, the Shanghai doll placed a teapot and a cup onto a tray and headed towards Alice. The dolls were worried about their master, but Alice was too busy being mad to notice. Bah, she pretty much never liked me from the start either. Maybe she's trying to insinuate something. Sweat, sweat. The tiny hands holding the tray were starting to tremble, but Alice was still unaware. The Hordai doll, seeing the Shanghai doll looking so pitiful, decided to help and flew straight into the back of Alice's head. Ow! What was that for, Hordai? Point. Tremble, tremble. Ah. Sorry, Shanghai, I didn't know you were here. Thank you for the tea. Alice took the tray from Shanghai, releasing the heavy load on her. Alice then poured the contents of the teapot into the cup and took a sip, clearing her mind up a little. Phew. This won't do. I must be calmer. Now how should I do this? The forest is large, so I will have to delegate duties. Alright, Shanghai, take care of the entrance. Hodai, please guard the boundary. Cool. Shanghai and Hodai accepted Alice's orders with a nod. Although they looked meek and helpless, they were the best of the dolls that accompanied Alice and were capable of action even while away from their master. I'll definitely win. Just you watch. Thus she had one more reason to win at all costs. Her fight was just about to begin. Did them attacking undo? Did they undo my damage? All units have been healed. Alice kept referring to her army as us. I wonder who else is with her. She normally only has dolls with her. She's probably referring to those. The dolls. Isn't she the one controlling them with strings and such? Some of them have a fair bit of an autonomy. I think she's researching on how to make a doll that thinks and moves fully on its own. So, something like an artificial life form. That sounds way too ridiculous. Does she think she's a god? That's what I think too. But apparently people seen dolls like that before, and someone we know has seen them too. Who? That head maid that's always there whenever I go to this take some books. Take, don't you mean steal? It's not just about how it sounds, hey. Anyway, even people besides Alice have seen that sort of thing. Well, this is Gensokyo after all. Thus, it wouldn't be weird if they really do exist. Right. As far as I know, though, she's still a one-woman show, so she shouldn't be too hard to handle. People would normally react to a remark like that, but to Marissa, there wasn't anything special about what she just said. It may not be what people want to hear, but it was not something she particularly cared about. Okay. Alright. So let's, how was this? Okay, they brought their defense back up. But, which kind of undid most of the attack. I guess I could just beat the shit out of them again, right? Eventually, I'll knock enough units out of them that they can't fight back at any meaningful capacity. Members. Alright. Maybe I pop a level up real quick. On Marissa. 560 for a level up. Yeah, that only increased HP, and HP isn't really her issue. So maybe I take that back. I'll give it to Reimu again. Okay. Yeah, it only seems to affect their HP. How about another one, Reimu? Okay. Level 8 Reimu. You know what? Kogyuki? Why not? You deserve it. You're getting your ass beat all the goddamn time. I got the Uki to do it. Alright. Get in there. 10 research requirement. Scout. Okay. Alright. We got the team. Close, far, close. Get in there. Three on three. Immediate attack. 108 damage. Reimu. Full HP attack. Marissa, finish her. Damn. Alright. Why is Kogoyuki half dead? Why are you... Brother, I gave you a level and everything. I gave you my heart. And you... Look what you've done to me! Holy shit, counterattack much. Get right up in her grill, Reimu. Right up in her fucking grill. Kick her ass. No, attack. Couldn't even finish the job. Alright, Marissa will finish this though. Easy clap. Dropped it by 100. 16 EXP received. Very good, very good. No, I didn't get anything from that fight except that. But I have no units to defend or attack. I have nothing. Well, let's talk to Marissa again. She's got one yin yang orb next to her. She's my best friend, don't you know? Marissa, can you just having a fun conversation with you? You chatted like close friends. We are close friends! We are close friends! Alright. And the turn. Wishlia has joined. Oh, they got new units! 2 orbs is the max. Okay. The Shanghai doll flitted around the forest. She wasn't aimlessly wandering about. She was actually performing surveillance. The miasma of the forest wasn't a problem for a doll after all. The glint of a small shiny object caught her attention. The object flitted about as if it was inviting the Shanghai doll to chase it. Flutter, 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 flutter. With a suspicious twinkle, the shiny object continued heading deeper into the forest. The Shanghai doll continued giving chase, entranced by it. Then, the Shanghai doll's body was suddenly entangled by ivy. The shiny object was actually a trap set by a tree. The tree had become a monster due to miasma and was awaiting its next prey. I'm gonna be eaten! As the thought flashed through her mind, she remembered she was a doll. The tree simply threw the Shanghai doll away. She had no idea what had just happened, but still pulled herself together and ran as fast as she could. She screamed soundlessly, as she couldn't talk. Became teary-eyed, although she can't cry, and sped away back where she came from. Dolls should spend their time in happiness and not having to worry about being eaten, but this incident left an irremovable scar and would be used as material to scare the other dolls during ghost stories. Jesus, alright. They didn't attack me this time, at least, so I can take over their... I can definitely take them over this time. All units have been healed. Okay. I'd love to get 3 turns. Alright, turn 11. Alright, let's take over Rooma's house. Oh, shit! Uh-oh! Uh-oh. Alright. We got a match. Now, there's nowhere left to run. Ugh, we know already. I'll make you regret ever picking a fight with me. You didn't need to say so. I'm already starting to regret it. What are you saying? This will be a decisive battle. We'll show them the fighting spirit of the yokai. Misty, Rumia, let's go. We're doomed. Why bother trying? Doomed! Man, it's hard to tell who are the good guys here. Alright. Let's think about this. Let's think about this. Ow. Big hit on Rooma. Alright, I could probably kill Rooma. Almost. Vistia retreated. Okay. Kogoyuki is dialed. Rumia is down. Okay, I need to get closer to you. Eternal Night activation. I don't know what any of this does. One more turn. Marissa will get her. Alright, Mistia down. Alright. She moved in range of Marissa as well. Alright, we got this. Kaoru is still alive. Smack her good. Yeah! Yeah! Finish the job. Got a long way to go. Hold on. Koguki, please tell me you didn't leave, right? Alright, we good. We chill. He didn't leave. The country was lost as yokai corpses littered the landscape. Actually, no one died, but the Reimu-led army emerged victorious, and the yokai army soldiers scattered and ran, leaving their leaders behind. Now then, how do you like that? I still haven't lost yet. You've definitely lost. Utterly. What happened to all your allies? I don't know, they probably ran away in all the confusion. They're yokai after all. And in the first place, this is the fate that awaits all who try to start a fight with me. So what's she gonna do with her? Fried or steamed? I don't think she'd taste all that good. Eek, every insect will have her day. It's a joke, we're not that hard up for ingredients. If we let her go, she'll probably try to regroup and fight us again. Since we already beat her, let's take her as a prisoner. That sounds good. If she keeps resisting, we'll just have to eat her. I'll do as you say, so don't eat me. And so the Wriggle-led yokai army that held such desire for revenge against the Hakurei Shrine Maiden disappeared from the stage. I've taken all 3 of them, right? Only Wriggle was taken prisoner? What about the other 2? I need 8 negotiation. Well, obviously I want her. Damn it. Eternal Night Hermit. Inflicts poison that reduces HP every turn randomly when attacking. Okay. Well, I want to get her, but I need a negotiation of 8. And unfortunately, everybody's been used in that battle, so I have to get her next turn. But I can talk to, Daze. Marissa had a fun conversation with you. You chatted like close friends. Alright. I wanted all 3 of them to join my team. I really shouldn't have let that other one go. I kind of thought I'd get more units, like, imprisoned. But I did not. I 100% did not. So, oops. But it's alright. Everything is a learning experience. What's Alice gonna do now? The Hodai doll sat with her back leaned against a tree, staring intently over the area. Her expression typically never changed, so no one knew what she was thinking or whether she was even thinking at all. A tiny forest beetle landed on the stationary doll's head. It was a harmless insect, but those who dislike insects wouldn't be able to tell the difference. The beetle continued to rest on the Hodai doll's head. Dolls are made of inorganic material. Furthermore, they cannot die since they're dolls, and cannot move. Thus, insects and animals would naturally gather around them without displaying any caution. A single bird flying through the area noticed the possible prey on the Hodai doll's head and swooped down to it. The beetle flew away just in time, and the bird's beak got stuck in the Hodai doll's head. She didn't fully understand, but at least knew that it was painful. She covered her head with her hand, causing the bird to hurriedly fly away. Silence once again returned to the forest. After a quick rub, the Hodai doll's hand fell lifelessly beside it once again, and she continued her staring. It was just another peaceful day at the forest. Just chilling. Reinforced, okay. Oh god. The human village. The area in Gensokyo with the highest concentration of humans in the area where most of them reside. Yokai also enter like anyone else, but they usually do not cause a fuss inside. The village sells many basic necessities and is given protection by the elder yokai. All these qualities make it especially safe for those without any special powers to live in. Desk job just doesn't do the shoulders much good. Ow, 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 ow. However, not all the villagers are powerless, such as the human, or rather half-human, Kane Kamishirasawa. On that day, she was buried again under a mountain of paperwork for the school she managed. She compiled the history of Gensokyo as her everyday work while giving lectures to the humans of the village about history. She was normally very serious and strict, but she became less uptight when alone. But on that day, a time where usually no one was around, an unexpected visitor came calling, and she was quickly on full alert. Heh. A dignified scholar should not be yawning quite like that. Oh, it's you, Lady Akyu. Don't scale me like that. Kane answered as she wiped away a tiny tear from her eye. Kane would normally not let herself be seen even slightly off the pace, in the public eye, but it was nothing new to her and her visitor. Look at this small creature. Hello, am I interrupting anything? I was just planning to take a break, so not at all. That's good to hear. You look so sickly. Please excuse me then. The girl known as Akyu went to sit beside Kana after her greeting. She was holding a sealed letter in her hands. If you're here to see me at this time of day, I presume something of importance has occurred. Akyu opened the letter in response to Kane's obvious inquiry. You would be correct, actually. I encountered Lady Yukari just a while ago. What? The Eternal Night incident flashed into Kane's mind. That period was when Yukari and the Hakone Shrine Maiden caused havoc everywhere, so it was natural for Kane to stiffen at the reminder of the incident. She left a sealed envelope with me, but the contents within it are not something I could decide alone. Kane took the sheets of paper from the envelope from Akyu and started to scan through them. The phrasing was different, but it was generally the same that Wriggle had found. Information to join the game. Gensokyo War Battle 1. The winner will have any wish they have granted. What's this all about? That question is not one I can answer, unfortunately. Kane turned to face Akyu, wearing a worried frown on her face. It seemed Akyu wasn't able to figure out what Yukari was plotting either. Large groups can participate, and the approach is different from the spell card rules. Is that yokai trying to involve all Gensokyo in her whims again? Wrinkles started to appear on Kane's forehead. Letting a yokai get her way with every thought of hers was bad enough. But when it became an incident too, as the village's protector, she could not let this slide. What shall we do? We won't do anything. There's no reason for us to get involved in a game like this. Akyu fully expected Kane's reply, but she still had a very worried expression on her face. If you're making that kind of face, I suppose there's something more to the issue. Yes, earlier you mentioned that she would get all of Gensokyo involved. Knowing Lady Yukari, she has probably distributed this letter everywhere already. So you think she'd get us involved whether we want to or not? We could just ignore it all. We could, but there is one detail that would not allow the course of action. Miss Kane, may I have a bit of your time? A voice emerged from the entrance, interrupting Akyu. The two of them turned their eyes towards the door to find several men standing there. Kane called out to the familiar-looking man amongst the group. How do you do, sir? Is something the matter? It's unusual to see you traveling with such a large escort. Who's this, the salt merchant? My apologies for interrupting your work, Miss Kane. Oh, there is no village head. Interesting. There actually is no village head, chat. The village is under no, leadership, and that's intentional. Oh, Lady Akyu is here too, I see. Shall I make myself scarce? It appears you two have important things to discuss. No, do stay. I would like you to hear this as well, Lady Akyu. The man who is apparently the head of the village produced a familiar-looking sealed envelope. I think this is the first and only game I've played that had a character in this role. Granted, it's still a minor role. The two could have sworn they saw it just moments ago. That would be... Yes, you see, this was given to me quite a while ago. I didn't recognize the person who gave this to me, but the contents were certainly surprising. You're holding something that looks awfully similar. Awfully like this, Lady Akyu. Don't tell me the contents of that letter is... Oh, I see. You received the letter as well, Lady Akyu. Yes, whoever this person is, she must be planning something very strange indeed. I decided to come here to discuss what to tell the young villagers. What do you think of the situation, Miss Kane? Couldn't we just not play our game? We should not put the village in danger just for nonsensical games like this. Yes, that may be true, but I don't think inaction alone will work. Have the two of you inspected the map that came with the letter? Yes. Map. Kane looked down at the sheets of paper she was holding, and her eyes locked on the map among them. It showed all the designated bases in Gensokyo. Kane's face quickly darkened as she surveyed it. This means... That was the other detail I had wanted to elaborate on. Miss Kane, as I'm sure you figured out, we will be in the middle of the whole thing. Yeah, they're literally smack dab in the middle of the entire fucking map. The map was large and split into east and west sections. The base right at the center of the map, with the most among the other territories next to it, was the human village, which meant... So anyone who participates in this game will have to attack the village sooner or later. Kane felt a slight spell of dizziness, but quickly regained her composure. She had finally accepted that even staying out of the game would not let the village escape from it, and could only let off a sigh. Well, on the bright side, it seems that no real harm will come to the village, so we need not participate. But I believe there's a reason to do so. It has been something bothering me for a while. You see, this would be a good opportunity if I do say so myself. Opportunity? To display the power of humans. There are many specialists in yokai extermination in this village, and the yokai are sure to pick a fight with us quickly. With the shrine in the state it is now, we can't count on it for protection. We must defend ourselves well, or those yokai are sure to look down on us. The shrine you referred to was Hakure's shrine. Due to the shrine maiden's knack for befriending the yokai she's supposed to exterminate, rumors of yokai occupying the shrine spread quickly around the village. It's true that we have a lot of people who exterminate yokai just like how they attack humans. Because of that, I was thinking that we should form a self-defense force and proactively join the game. So I came here to hear your opinion on the matter. The many men behind the village head linked their arms and nodded as their head finished what he wanted to say. At the very least, they certainly seemed full of willingness and motivation. I believe that Lady Yukari predicted our way of thinking and sent a letter to the village head in advance to facilitate the proceedings. So it's all going according to her plan. Kane was still hesitant, but she was starting to realize how the other villagers felt. She didn't want to have things go as Yukari wanted them to, but it was going to be too difficult to change their minds now. Alright, let's participate in this game. We'll be involved in the game anyway, so we might as well join it first. I will help to the best of my ability. Oh, your reply is heartening to hear. Chad, I just beat the tutorial team, and now Alice is in the game, and now Kane's joining the game. I'm so slow. I'm so slow. The entire map is gonna be in play, and I'm gonna be like beating Alice. Like, oh man. You don't have to be worried about us. We will be able to protect ourselves from any unwanted pressure from our enemies. Now then, there will be lots of preparations to handle, so I shall take my leave now. Have a good night. Haynes' agreement was indeed heartening. If the men's even more enthusiastic reactions were anything to go by as they left, once the surroundings turned silent once again, Kane let off a loud sigh. Is this acceptable to you? I wouldn't be able to dissuade them even if I tried. I don't know what that yokai is planning, but I hope it won't harm the village too badly. I must apologize if I have managed to stop Lady Yukari when she went to see me. She was meticulous enough to make sure the village head got a copy. I doubt you could have done anything. It's late. I'll take you back to your mansion. Please do not worry. I can travel back myself. Thank you for your time today. Farewell for now. She gives that art gives Aku it gives Satori a run for her marshmallow money. Just saying. Aku bowed politely, just as she did when she first arrived, and left back to her mansion. Kane watched her figure disappear into the darkness, then looked up towards the sky. Good grief, but perhaps this shows the flow of time. Long ago, yokai and humans were such enemies that a game like this would be out of the question. It was something that no one knew better than Kane or Aku. What Gensokyo had become meant that this form of frolicking was actually possible compared to the past. Kane almost thought she saw Yukari's all-knowing grin in the starry sky, and quickly averted her gaze away from the sky and walked back to the school. Human village corpse, human village placed under control. Aw, Jesus, man. The yokai army had been conquered, and the knife-blind road and faintly dark path under the control of the Hakure Shrine. Reimu and Marissa then had to decide what to do next. So there are two ways to go from here. The Forest of Magic or the Human Village. We're already at war with Alice, so maybe we should handle that first. Whichever one we go for, we should concentrate on that one, methinks. Though I've got no problems with the war on two fronts. That sounds hard. According to the map, the forest has 3 bases that we have to take care of. The village will probably be much quicker. Well, I gotta say, I can't recommend going after the village right now. Why? Marissa pointed to the map to answer Reimu's inquiry. Take a good look at the areas around the village, the lake that leads to the SDM, the thick lost bamboo forest, the sunflower garden, and the border to the netherworld. Once we take control of the village, we're gonna have to fend all of them off. Yeah, I get it now. They'll all probably come to pay us a visit eventually. Yep. In other words, the game is saying, fight Alice first, then take the human village, then start the real game. I'll leave the decision to you, though. With that, Marissa put her hands behind her head and leaned back until she laid on the floor, as if she had totally lost interest. Reimu put the map away and followed suit. Whew, still a long way to go, huh? Are you getting sick of it already? I've been sick of it from the start. I don't know what you need is a hot bath. That's what, go ahead and prepare one for us. You have a hot springs at your house, don't you? Use that instead. I'm extremely sorry to say that it ain't a hot springs, it's just a pulse. Oh, really? Pulses run all through the ground, through the bodies of living beings, and even through hot springs. That feeling of heat is proof of life, but to a philosophical Reimu, it all was starting to boil over. So yeah, it wants me to fuck off and deal with Alice first, which is nice because that means if the plot stops advancing and I actually have time to like take care of Alice, I'm more than happy with that because the game is running away from me. The game is running away from me. 310, 13. Yeah. Okay. Alright. Alright, chat. Well, that's a good spot as I need to stop, I think. Turn 12. 2.5 hours of gameplay. Oh. Well, I'm enjoying it so far. The combat still kind of, like, doesn't make a lot of sense to me. But I like the writing. I do like the writing quite a lot. So I am enjoying my time with this so far. I need more bodies though, for sure. It's on normal mode, but the thing is I was never given an option for difficulty selection, and it's not in the options, because I would have put it on easy, I promise you. Yeah, I would have. But you can take a look at the map. Yukari's place is on the like exact opposite from me, which is cool. But yeah, the Misty Lake into the STM, the Bamboo Forest into Aentei, which looks like Moko's house. Sunflower Field into that's the nameless hill, because Muenzuka's down here through the Forest of Magic. So like Higon and Muenzuka are down there. Sunflower Field leads to the nameless hill, and then through the Human Village doors leads to that's like the sky, like stage 4 from PCB, and then Hakugokuro is connected to it, and then the border is there. Okay. Yeah, there are higher difficulties you unlock by beating the game, I know. I read a little bit of this. One thing I did read about it is that apparently the final boss is like so fucking like stupid bad that like the game comes, like when I got the game, it comes with a clear save file. And the comments were like, for the love of God, just use this. Because you don't unlock stuff till you beat the story mode. But there are a lot of comments that were like, for the love of God, please, when you get there, just use this and play the other content, because the final boss is poopy butts. And I was like, alright, well, we'll see what that entails. Oh, I think motherfuckers were saying like, it took them like hours. Like 15 hours to beat it. Like, just the final boss alone. So, I don't know. But we'll just keep playing. Again, I think I'm enjoying it. I am enjoying it. So let's go back to the title screen. What do you say, champ? Return the title. Yep. But I like it. I do like it. It's neat. It's not as hard, I suppose, as I thought. Like, this game is very intimidating to go into, knowing, like, when you look at the screenshots, because it's like, what is happening? But the story bits are good, and the gameplay makes enough sense to me that I can, like, I'm floundering through it. So I will definitely play more of this. Anyway, chat, that's it for that. Click X. Close the game. Yeah, I like it. I think it's showing well. It's showing well enough that I want to continue it for sure. If only for like the story bits, because again, I do like them. I think they're my favorite part. Because this kind of gameplay is whatever to me, but you know, with the writing as it is keeping me engaged for sure. Although there is a lot of writing. This is a visual novel more than a game right now. That's for sure. But yeah, more of that in the future for sure.